Now, welcome to this third part of our data cleaning series. So for this one, we would like to clean phone numbers. Let's get right into it. If you look at our phone numbers, there are so many errors, so many issues. We have empty spaces in some numbers, some phone numbers. Rather, we have opening parentheses, closing parentheses. We have hyphens in between. We have periods. So we have all kinds of issues going on. So rather than having a long string formula for cleaning all of this, I prefer to clean this step by step because it's less confusing. Plus, it depends on what kind of issues you want to clean. Now, the first thing is to clean these empty spaces over here. So for that, you can use the trim function. Trim, click on that phone number, close the parentheses, we press enter, then use that flash fill feature to the bottom. You would have removed all those blank spaces at the beginning. Now that doesn't remove the blank spaces in between the numbers, unfortunately, so we'll get to that in another step. Next, let us remove the opening parentheses that we have. So you are likely to have some numbers in your database that have opening parentheses, they lack closing, and all sorts of inconsistencies within the database. So to do that, I'll prefer to use the substitute function. It's quicker. Substitute, then, so it helps you to substitute one item for another within a string of text. So I'll click on our cleaned number over here, and then the old text that we would like to remove is that opening parenthesis. So let's have the opening quotation mark, then we have the opening parenthesis, closing quotation mark, have a comma. So the new text we want is quotation marks, opening and closing, with no element of parenthesis between them. Then close that, press enter, then use that flash fill feature. You would have removed any opening parenthesis. Next, let us also take out the closing parenthesis, again using the substitute function. It works best in this case. So let's click on this number. That's the text we would like to substitute. Now the old part is the closing parenthesis, and we don't want anything there, so double hyphens with no space in between. Close that, and then flash fill. We shall have removed all the closing parentheses in that string of text. Next, let us also remove the period. As you can see, some of our phone numbers do have a period. I think I see one over here. So depending on how much of your data set you have, you could have many periods misplaced somewhere. So again, the substitute function, according to me, works best. So click on that, which you've already cleaned with other issues. Then the opening quotation marks have the period, closing quotation marks, comma. So now you want it without any period. So have those quotation marks and close over there, then use that flash fill. You shall have removed any quotation marks that you have within your data set. Next, let us remove any hyphens that we have. Again, the substitute feature, according to me, works easiest. Substitute, have this, comma, then opening quotation marks, have the hyphen, closing quotation marks, comma, then have those quotation marks together with no space, so that we know we want Excel to take out any hyphens. So if you double tap, you shall have taken out all those hyphens that we have in the phone numbers. Next, we would like to take out the country code +1. So looking at our data set, we assume all of these are phone numbers from the same country, so there is no need having that code, and it's also inconsistently keyed in. most of the numbers are missing it. So to remove that, again, let's use the substitute function. Works again best. Have that number selected, comma, have the opening quotation marks, plus 1. Close them, comma, open and close with no space in between. Close the parentheses, you press enter again, use a flash fill, you shall have taken out plus 1. Next, let us take out now any empty spaces that we did not take out using the trim feature when which we began with by taking out all the empty spaces in the beginning of text. So to do that again, the substitute function for me still works best. So let's use the substitute feature over there, select that number, comma, have the opening quotation mark over there, spacebar, close quotation mark, comma, then open and close the quotation marks, close the parentheses. If you press enter and drag that to the bottom, you shall have taken out any empty spaces or blank spaces that exist between the text. So far so good. The only problem with our phone numbers now is that we still have number 1 within this phone number, so we don't need that country calling code. We did take out the positive 1, but some numbers had 1 without the positive. So using the substitute feature, we were unable to do that. And we can no longer use the substitute feature to take out 1 because it's going to remove all these other ones in between the numbers. So we would use the if logical function and then nest it with the left and right. So we'll categorize these 4 numbers into the left part and the right part, with the right part containing 10 characters, which is the standard format for a phone number without the country calling code, and then the left part, which is the part that contains the extra number, the number 1 that we want to remove. So that is the left bit. So click that to open it, then click on M2 where we have the string of text that we would like to clean, and we want to take out only 1 single character. So if this character equals 1, so here that's where you have that extra character that you want to take out, then we want the right part of the equation, so nest with the right function, the right part of this equation, and the equation is the string of text with that phone number, M2, should have 10 characters. So that if we do that, otherwise, what we are interested is to have M2, whichever way it is. So if it doesn't have any extra character, like the 1 to remove, then it should remain as is. Close the parentheses, press enter, then use the flash fill feature. There you go, you have all your phone numbers nicely cleaned up. At this point, your phone numbers are ready. However, what if you want to break them down into 3 parts? That's the area code, the prefix, and the line number. So to be able to do that, we can do that using the left, mid, and right functions, so that we break this number into the left bit, which has 3 digits, the middle part, which also has 3 digits, and the right part of the number that has 4 digits. So let's get that going. So left, we have the left function, and type that in over there. And then numbers we want to change are here. And so we type the text, which is the number, and then the characters we want are 3 out of these 10 digits. Close that parenthesis, ampersand, opening and closing quotation marks. Opening quotation marks, we have a space because we want that space, that's the selector, closing quotation marks. Then we have ampersand. Now we go to the mid. So we want to specify the mid section of the number. So we click on the number again, and then we now select the starting number. So it will be the fourth number. So the left part of the number is 3 characters, so it would be the fourth one. And we want them to be 3. Then we have the ampersand feature. Opening quotation marks, you have another space, closing quotation marks, and then ampersand feature again for the right. So then we insert the right function for the right string of phone numbers. We click on that phone number, then we specify the characters, which is the number of digits of that phone number. It will be 4. We close the parentheses, press enter. We shall have broken down this phone number into its 3 parts. Then let's use the flash fill feature over here by double clicking to fill the rest. Now you have your phone numbers nicely cleaned as you would wish. Now what I can do is copy all of this, Control and C together, go to the clean tab, press here, then I press Control, Shift and V so that I copy the numbers only without the cell formatting. There you go. Alrighty, now you know how to clean phone numbers easily using spreadsheets. If you find this video helpful, kindly like and subscribe for more. Otherwise, see you in the next part of this beautiful series.